captain of the football team, class valedictorian, homecoming queen, or class president, high school is a place where memories are made for American students. It is also a place where teachers and staff can inspire students to establish future goals and dream about their prospective careers. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, biomedical engineering, computer technology, medical research, and biochemistry are among some of the fastest growing fields in the United States. Giving students the opportunity to learn and dream of a brighter future, Forsyth County Schools has created a program aimed at challenging students in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
We now know more about math, more about science, more about technology and engineering than we did at any other point in time in history. However, we also now know more about how to communicate these tools to our students. And they're at a unique point in history in which they can capitalize on not only gaining that knowledge, but gaining it through unique opportunities and resources like the STEM Academy.
The STEM Academy, located at Forsyth Central High School, is an engaging, real-world studies program focused on making connections between a rigorous academic core and an innovative career technical course offering.
STEM is really focused on the kid who is on that advanced track in math and science. That is really who we're looking for, that have an interest in probably the medical field or in the engineering field.
Students in the STEM Academy focus on the integration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics by not only learning the fundamentals of the subject, but by also taking a hands-on approach to learning. Students are encouraged to use critical thinking skills to find solutions to everyday problems.
Well, what we find is that most of the companies that we're talking to are in the problem-solving business, and they're looking for creative young talent who are going to help them in that business, and they're trying to resolve the problems of tomorrow that are global problems. And that's what we're really looking for, and that's what STEM does. I mean, it is all about identifying new solutions and solving problems.
There are a lot of students out there that are very good memorizers, and memorizing isn't learning. We want to generate a well-rounded individual who has critical thinking skills that can think beyond. So these students are going to not only have hands-on experience, but they're going to understand why these procedures work. And not only that, they're going to take the know-how and the why and be able to go, all right, I can use this technique to answer this question and get into more of the research aspect.
Part of the STEM Academy, this biotechnology class exposes students not only to the essentials of the course, but also to practical experience. Students learn by doing. Here students are learning about molecular genetics and are in the process of analyzing and cutting their own DNA.
I was really excited when I heard the STEM program was coming here because I've always wanted to, as far as I can remember, always wanted to go into microbiology and biomedics and bioengineering. It's a lot tougher style of learning, but it's so much more enjoyable. You know, in other classes you sit there and the teachers just give you notes, they tell you what you need to know, and it's not so much as you learning as you're memorizing it. And so in these classes it's a lot better. It's more interactions, it's more you learning the stuff that he's telling you, but then you do actually learn it by classroom discussions, labs that we're doing. You make your own questions to make sure that you understand the material. It's way more interactive. I'm excited to come to these classes.
I've never been involved with anything this integrated. I took a science class last year and a math class, and I'm good at it, but I've never actually gotten into it enough that I liked it. And this year, biotechnology is like the funnest class that I have.
The STEM Academy at Forsyth Central High School also offers an engineering route where students learn design and building methods through a 3D modeling software called SolidWorks. They're also encouraged to enter the VEX competition and the Westbrook Bridge Builder competition. Right now, these engineers in training, along with other STEM students, are building a trebuchet where they will apply physics, mathematics, and design concepts.
Building a trebuchet is great, but if you don't know how it works, if you don't know the physics that's involved with it, if you don't know the science that's involved with it, and the math, you just basically have a pile of wood with screws and bolts. our students are going to understand the physics involved to throw that projectile anywhere from 75 to 100 meters. They had to build it in a 9-meter prism. So all those math concepts were included in the initial design challenge. So to me, it's the best way to teach.
Personally, I pursued this path because I want to go into the United States Air Force and be an aerospace engineer. And I believe going through the STEM Academy will really get me prepared for the future.
If you go to any job search and ask what are the top 10 jobs out there, 9 of the 10 are going to be engineering. Engineers are needed, and it's not just in Cumming, Georgia. We need them all over the world. And so the jobs are there, and so if our students really work at it, use what they're going to learn here at Forsyth Central in the STEM Academy, transfer that to their colleges, when they graduate, they're going to be viable candidates for jobs all over this world.
You know, a person can have a great SAT score, great ACT score. It's that critical thinking aspect, being able to think outside the box, answering questions that have come up from an experiment. And not only that, but understanding the techniques it's going to take to answer those questions is going to be probably the biggest commodity these students will graduate with, getting them into colleges.
When applying to college, each STEM student will have an electronic portfolio of their experiments, projects, and solutions. They will also be able to show these colleges or universities their problem-solving abilities. In addition, many of these students will have access to internships within the local area businesses while attending the STEM Academy.
Hopefully we'll be able to put them into the workforce early, even during their college years, which will better prepare them and maybe building some relationships with industries in our community.
In an effort to keep the STEM Academy current, the students will have access to state-of-the-art equipment and cutting-edge technology.
Technology's constantly evolving, and we as a STEM group are going to stay on top of that and bring it into our classroom for our students every chance we get. We're also going to reach out to our business partners in the community and ask them, what are you doing? What technology do you have? And what do we need to bring to our students in the classroom?
The STEM Academy is a true asset to Forsyth County schools. Not only does it allow students to pursue their academic interests, but it also gives them a glimpse at the career possibilities in store for them here within Forsyth County.
STEM is a program that allows for our community to strengthen our economic vitality, and it's great to allow for the school system to serve as a partner with fostering economic growth within our community.
We would like for them to come back and invest in their own community where they grew up. And we all know Forsyth County is growing by leaps and bounds in these two areas, in the medical field and in engineering. So hopefully to come back and invest in their own community and raise their families here.
With a strong background in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, today's students can be tomorrow's innovators of new products and processes that sustain America's industrial base and future economy.
We hear time and time again that students coming out of Forsyth County are very competitive, they're very strong, have great backgrounds, and I really do think that STEM is going to be a much more focused and precise venue for students who are looking to get into that industry, and industries looking for those kind of students.
STEM students that are graduating from Forsyth Central in 4 years are going to be able to go into pre-med. They can go into any of the engineering schools in this country. They can go into law. We have some of the best students in Forsyth County. We really do in our STEM Academy. The future for them is boundless of what they can go into.
I'm hoping I have some of these students become doctors, veterinarians, pharmacists, laboratory research facilities, CEOs of pharmaceutical companies. I even hope we have a couple science teachers thrown in there.
For more information on the STEM Academy, visit www.forsyth.k12.ga.us/STEM.